Hello, right, we're back and today's an interesting one. Behind me is Britain's worst rated hotel and it's not hard to see why. With over 1,400 terrible reviews that completely outlived the good reviews, it's going to be an interesting stay. So here we are. Overlooks the Folkestone Harbour, which is over here. You know, the views aren't too bad, but the hotel, well, I don't know, we're going to find out. Now I do have my trusty phone, so I'm going to show you guys just how bad this hotel's supposed to be. So I'm going to read out some reviews for you. Won't be staying here again. When we got our keys to our room, it was clean, but the toilet had no seat on it. Let's hope the toilet has a seat on it. Horrible. The worst experience in England. Now that's quite steep. The worst experience in England? I could think of a few other things, but okay. Crazy. Wowee, where do I start? Lol. What a crazy, stinks, the room is vile, full of down and outs. Okay then. And never staying again. Hello. So yeah, some interesting views. Now if you saw my video last week, we stayed in Croatia, which was a 5-star hotel, so a far cry from this one. So let's go and check it out. You can tell I've got a hat on. It is that time of year. It's a little bit chilly. Come on guys, let's see what we're going to see. So any of you Harry Potter fans will like this hat, but let's go and check it out. I've actually got myself a man bag. I swore I'd never get one, but since the Philippines trip I did a couple of months back, it's been a lifesaver. Absolutely love it. So I would recommend one. Here's the Grand Burstin, and here's the harbour, and here's the grand entrance. Greeted by an anchor. Now I've arrived a little bit early. I'll say early, it is only 1:45, so I wonder if they allow you in. Let's find out. Early check-in, win-win. Okay, we've got a room number. It's 534, so we're going up in the world. Okay, smells a little bit. Number 5, where are we at? There we go. Is it working? Do I need to do anything? Does it not work? In this situation, you'd tap a card, but there is nowhere to tap a card. It's just not working. There you go, great start to a worst rated hotel. You can't even get to room 5, so gonna have to burn off some calories, maybe a croissant later. I'm completely fine with that, to be fair. The lift smelled a little bit. But anyway, this is the stairwell, so I'm now walking up. Very dated, very old, very yellow, not very nice. Doesn't smell particularly pleasant, but looking forward to seeing what the room is. At least like Britannia, I think the rooms are a little bit easier to find. So reminds me back in college or school with these kinds of stairwells, but these old doors that must have cost an absolute fortune. One thing I haven't gotten yet is the heat. Like when you're in the other 2 Britannia hotels I've been in, you go and check those out. 3 even, they've been very hot. You walk in, it's like a sauna. I mean, my heart rate's going up just walking up these bloody stairs. So, okay, we're in C Wing, so we are, what are we again? 5 something? 534? That looks spooky. There's no lights. Oh, there we go. Get some haunted vibes because you can't see anything until you open this door, then the light comes on. Obviously it's a good use of saving money, so it's not bad. It's just a little bit freaky when all you see is, you know, blackness over there, no lights, nothing. It could be anyone looking in that mirror, in that window, and you haven't got a bloody clue. Is the light gonna turn on? Hello? Oh, thank God for that. Venice, went there this year, very nice. Recommend it. There we go, 555, 543. Okay, I'll see you by the room. It's just down this corridor. 539. I kid you not, that door just opened and closed a little bit on its own. It's not supposed to be some haunted hotel, is it? Let me know in the comments. 535, 534. Let's go and check it out. Fingers crossed the reviews aren't as bad as they think. Well, here's the room. Not gonna lie, kind of surprised considering saw some of the photos and it looked a bit odd. This, on the other hand, looks a little bit interesting. I'll show you what I mean. So we have the bathroom, and we did mention something in the reviews about not being a toilet seat, so we'll make sure there is one. But anyway, coming in, I thought this might be a windowless room, but check that out, we have a window. But coming in, what do you think? From my first impressions, very old, very small ceilings. But if you have a look at the walls, they're very grubby. So, I mean, check this out. I don't know if the camera will pick any of this up though. There's just like stains, I think, yeah, just stains, not very nice, hasn't really been cleaned much there, but there's a broken tile I've just noticed. Have a look at that. So yeah, just above your bed, you have a broken tile. But it's made up by, are they tulips? Let me know in the comments. I'm not really a flower expert. They look like tulips, but you have a tulips on above your bed. It kind of makes, you know, gives it a little bit of colour. Look, I'm not gonna lie, this room doesn't look as bad as the reviews make it out to be, especially if you're here just for one night. I'm just taking my shoes off. Let's do the bed test. Oh. Yeah, not the best, not the worst. I'll just check the sheets. I mean, just give it a something, isn't it? So let's just start by doing the duvet. Duvet looks fine, nothing wrong with that. Pillows, looks fine, there's no... But this isn't too bad. I mean, you got some lovely views out here. Obviously the tide's gone out, you can see the harbour. I don't know if you can see that. Is that a pink house? But anyway, here's my rooftop view. Obviously the window's not going to go out that far. It's all connected into safety, which is fine. 2 seagulls claiming what's theirs. So we have a radiator, we have really grubby, horrible marks on the wall and stains and bleh. Sadly we have no biscuits. We do have, you know, 2 mugs. They all look clean, they look fine. They're just your traditional teas, like super quality tea, sugars, milk and a kettle. Right now, if I was to be really honest, you know, the room isn't too bad. It looks fine. We haven't got to the bathroom and whether or not there's a toilet seat attached. You have a TV, but does it work? Let's find out. It's a big chunky remote. Reminds me of the Sky remote. Yes. Yes. So my Harry Potter hat has taken refuge here and on the interesting suede looking chair. Not gonna lie, that's not a bad looking chair at all. I have seen worse. I've seen chairs that have been ripped apart. This doesn't look too bad. You have a bin and you have some curtains. There's a mirror there, so you know what I mean. Like and subscribe, it helps me out more than you know. Almost at 1,000 subscribers. It would be amazing to get there. So yeah, if you like the video, go ahead and hit subscribe. There'll be many more. Might just be me, but that kind of feels a bit odd. I don't know if that's supposed to be a mirror. It's kind of like a spooky Halloween shape. But yeah, there's no mirror, so someone has either run off with it and for some reason, maybe they like the reflection, or there was just never one in there. Anyway, let's check out the bathroom. Pop the lights on. Here we go. So good news, guys, we have a toilet seat. That is a bonus. Fantastic. In terms of how this looks, yeah, I don't like it. It's not very nice. I should say, when I say I don't like it, it just means it's not my kind of, my style, my theme, but it is a bit grubby. There's like some yellow edges which don't look particularly nice. You know, grubby bits on the shower curtains that don't look particularly pleasant. There are marks and stains all over the walls, but you do have a shower that, I don't know, looks okay. Maybe a bit grubby, but there is a shower. And you have your bog standard, you know, wash. It's a bit dusty, a bit dirty. You have a hand wash, so you probably need to use that when you touch that. The rail is seen better days. It's multicolored, if you can see that. That's obviously just picked up maybe years of sweat, I don't know. And another mirror. Remember, like and subscribe if you like the video. In terms of amenities, there's not much in the scope of the sink. However, there is a soap and a crack in the sink. I'm being very petty, but yeah. Sorry, the taps aren't very nice. They're very, very grubby. I don't know if you can see that. Anyway, I think it's time to have a look around the hotel, don't you think? I know I've said it before, but it is spooky to see, you know, either side just completely dark, because what if there was like a ghostly figure looking at you but you didn't see it? So I think there's like an amusement area. We'll check out where you get to have food and whatnot, so see what that's like. Apparently it's quite grand. Let's try and get the lift again, see if we have second time luck. Even the lifts are black, even the lifts are dark. Okay, so this one works. Maybe I just got a lift that wasn't in order, but hey, if you can see me, fantastic. If you can't, it's because there's no lights. Vending machines. So it's the lounge bar area. Got a few slot machines. Bar. Pool table. If you've got a family, you've got some little kids area with some shapes. I used to love playing with those shapes. So this is the Victoria restaurant. Hello. So this is the restaurant area where you get to sit down and eat. This is very nice. Not gonna lie, I saw videos of this particular hotel, and it looks more dated than this. So it looks like they've had a refurb, and it looks very nice. Like the seating area is very nice, the chairs are nice. Just looks very clean. I like it. I like these big pillars as well. I kind of feel like I'm in like Italy or something. And obviously some plants to really make the room and the colours. So they're obviously getting ready for maybe dinner. It smells quite nice. All just really pretty. Massive curtains. And again, these beautiful columns. So it looks like a set menu, but this is for Monday, so I presume they'll put one for Tuesday. But some good options: homemade leek soup, based beef steak, sausage casserole, jam and sponge custard ice cream. The attention to detail looks great. Got some paintings up there, and look at this fireplace. And check this out. I presume that's just like a fireplace. And there's always these paintings as well. Looks like people are going to get married for weddings. I just noticed a big, I thought it was a crack, it's not, it's a wire, but let's just take it upstairs for these cool stairs. Let's go and check out near the entrance, because I thought there was some more stuff, like it's a games area or something. Check it out. I'm trying, guys, trying to find some faults, but having a hard time so far. Doesn't feel as bad as the reviews. Yes, it's old and dated, but is that really a reason to give it such bad ratings? Yeah, mate, how much is a Coke Zero? Went to nab a Coke, it's £4 for a large and $2.20 for a regular, but the guy was really nice and said you can grab one from the vending machine for cheap. Just going to, but it's cash only. Get yourself a coffee. Okay. More games. I was never good at these. I don't think anyone is. I think it's all just luck. It's all rigged, isn't it? Like plastic, so you can't actually pick the items up. But when you do, it is quite exciting. The pool table's seen better days though. It seems to be used more of as an art piece than a snooker table. Pool table. Let me know in the comments. So this is the ballroom. Let's go and check that out. So this is the entertainment. There's some people having a nice dance. I think it's the ball dancing. I won't disturb them, they're having a good time.
I don't know,
but yeah. Is this the same room? Yes. Okay, so the bar area, I hope that opens in the evening. I'm trying to find bad stuff, like, yeah, like the ceilings, you can have a look at those, they're not very pleasant. What's a lower function room? I don't know what it is, but I guess we'll check it out. Looks like an empty space. Just been colouring on the walls. Oh, interesting. A big open space. I guess they do dance. Well, there's a random punch bag here. You'll have to tell me why, but this is super random. There's a punching bag. Carpet, no gym equipment, just a random 1-2. Can get some exercise. Bob and weave like Mike Tyson. Yeah, no, just a big mirror. That's pretty cool. So yeah, this is the function room. I presume this is just a guess because I used to do like fitness classes back in the day. I'd do them like on this kind of flooring. It would look like this as well, like there would be carpet all over, and it just wouldn't be like a place you'd come to for a fitness class. The thing I'm finding quite impressive though is, despite the size of the hotel, because it is a big hotel, it smells clean. I know some of the reviews like smell smoky, doesn't smell particularly nice. This smells clean. Like it smells like it's been cleaned. It sounds like it's been refurbished. It's like maybe it's had some money behind it. I don't know, but it doesn't look too bad at the minute. So the Grand Burstin Hotel, what do I think of it? On the whole, I don't really know why the reviews are so bad, but then again, like I said, the rooms are very subjective. You don't really know what you get. You might get a nice room, someone else might not. Now, there are over 1,400 terrible reviews. I'm not disputing any of those. I'm pretty sure people had genuinely bad experiences. But that being said, even though there were very few good reviews, there were still good reviews. Now, the room itself, yes, it's dated, it's old, it's a yellowy colour scheme. There are some grubby marks on the walls. You don't particularly like that, but the bed itself is clean. And considering that's where you're going to be laying at night, that's the main thing, is a clean bed, right? You didn't have any biscuits though for the tea, which is a bit sad, and some of the Britannia chains you do. So I wasn't welcome with a ginger nut or just a normal digestive, which was a bit, yeah, sad. The view, okay, it is not the best view in the world, but you can see the harbour and you can see the sea and you can see the cliffs, which is very nice. But like I said, this is all subjective. I probably just had a very lucky escape to what is a very bad hotel, supposedly. But let me know, have you stayed in this hotel before? If you had and you had a bad experience, I'd love to know. Pop in the comments what went wrong. Or if you stayed in here before and you liked it, what did you love about the hotel? I'd love to know. As always, if you like these videos and you want to see more of these hotel reviews and like travel, etc., then I've got some good things coming. Like and subscribe so you don't miss out, and hit that notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Always remember, you're important, you're valued. Look after yourself because you're worth it. Have a cracking day.